Welcome to BPX TV Reseau, channel 18.6. I am Marjorie Germain. Today we have a special guest. She is the first woman mayor of Miami-Dade County. She believes in equality, fairness, and immigration. You have probably seen her at many events as she is very present and active in the community. Mayor Daniela Levine Cava. Welcome to BPX TV. You are watching BPX TV. I am Marjorie Germain. Today we have a special guest. She is the first female mayor of Miami-Dade County. She believes in equality, fairness, and immigration. You probably have seen her at many events as she is very active in the community. Mayor Daniela Levine Cava, welcome to BPX TV.
I'm so happy to be with you, Marjorie.
We appreciate you making the time to be here.
My pleasure.
Now, before we get started, there's one misconception out there about yourself. We are curious. Many people think that you are Cuban.
Oh, my goodness.
Please tell us about yourself.
Well, I think that means that my Spanish is pretty good, so I appreciate that. But no, I've never had any direct involvement with Cuba, but I do have many family on my husband's side that are from South America. However, I learned my Spanish growing up. I traveled with my family, lived in Brazil, then in Chile, and later in high school I took advanced placement Spanish. And really, back in those days, not so many people spoke Spanish in the community, but as people started arriving, I was the translator for the clinics in law school in New York City. So I was the Spanish speaker. I didn't know I would be moving to Miami and spending my career here. So obviously I've been practicing my Spanish for some time.
And I'm sure it has come very handy being here in Miami.
Very handy. But I'm still working on my Creole. I only have a few words, but I have great ambitions.
Great to hear. Now, what have inspired you to become a mayor?
Never in my game plan, never in my wildest imagination. And I say I'm a late bloomer because I never planned to go into politics. I'm a lawyer and a social worker by training, and I was working to help the community make changes in government. I was petitioning government, advocating for government to do right by the community. And people kept saying, oh, you should go into politics. But I thought I was doing my best work outside. Then finally, I decided at age 59, that's why I say late bloomer.
Wow, you actually reveal your age.
Yes.
We don't get that often.
Now I'm 68, so okay, coming along.
Proud.
I
As
am.
you should. You look wonderful.
Thank you very much. I'm proud of every gray hair.
Yes.
So it was something where I was so frustrated because it really needs government to be responsive, to listen, to take action from the community's priorities. And I felt that all that I was doing to lead people, to train people, to support people to speak up, what is it that we say, to power, right? So they were not listening inside. So I decided finally it was time to go inside.
Now, being the first female mayor, how has it been? Does it bring some challenges, or is it a smooth sailing?
What do you think? No, it's never smooth, but we have worked hard and very proud. The first woman mayor, it is really a big deal, and I didn't realize how big a deal it was until I heard from so many, especially girls, that they felt that seeing a woman in this office encouraged them to aspire for great things. One little girl asked me, a Girl Scout, during an interview, COVID time, so it was a Zoom interview, how it felt to be the first girl mayor. I just loved that question. So I really say I'm proud to be the first girl mayor.
That is great to hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, you have talked about uplifting small businesses. Do you have anything in particular in place that will facilitate the small businesses and entrepreneurs so they could succeed in their endeavors?
Absolutely. Small businesses are still the backbone of our economy. We really are a community of small businesses, and especially for new arrivals and immigrants, often entrepreneurship is how they get ahead. Or some people, they're working at one job, it's not adequate, and then they have a side business. So we have a lot of innovation and creativity, and we need to lift up those businesses. We have a lot of them, but we need to help them grow and succeed so they can hire more people, generate more wealth. And I created a program called Strive 305 inside county government. We've helped 10,000 businesses. We also have provided funds to the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce for their small business program. We work together to make sure that these small businesses have the marketing, finance, human resource help, everything they need to be successful.
That is wonderful to hear.
Yes.
Now, as far as housing and healthcare, what are some of the programs you have available to
Well, housing is what I call our Achilles heel. It is really the biggest challenge right now because of the limited supply of reasonably priced housing with the increased demand. We have so many people arriving, the prices went way up. We were able to prevent 26,000 households from being evicted. We now have eviction prevention programs with legal services organizations. We've done so many things to increase the supply, and prices are stabilizing, but it's still out of reach for so many. So we have the first ever Office of Housing Advocacy. We encourage people to call if they need help, and we just need to build more and affordably. So many programs. As far as health goes, we have our partnership with Jackson. Jackson Health is the branch of county government that provides services through several hospitals and clinics. There is a Jackson a card, they call it Jackson. I don't remember exactly the name, but you can qualify, and that helps to bring the cost of services down. We also have a great network of free clinics in the county, but not enough. We have provided some county dollars to help with, for example, Center for Haitian Studies, which provides a lot of services to the Haitian community particularly. There's CHI, which is another great healthcare community-based program. And within county government, we have social services. We have a whole department dedicated to children and seniors and violence prevention and victims of domestic violence or abuse. So many ways that we assist with healthcare.
Great to hear. Now, would you say those programs are well known throughout the community? Is there any way we could make sure they are aware of what's out there available to them?
I think it's really not well known. And as a social worker and as someone who has spent a lot of my career trying to get the community to know about the programs that exist, we have launched what I call now the no wrong door approach. So everybody is cross-trained in the county, and they're extending it into the community so that people, if you come in to deal with a housing situation, you should also be able to learn how you get your health care. Or if you go to the library, you should be able to get help on animal services or whatever. So it's comprehensive. So we're working really hard to get the word out, and we've partnered with lots of media outlets. For example, we just launched a special Haitian media outlet program to spread the word in Haitian Creole language to make sure. We also partner with our commissioners. Commissioner Marlene Bastien, very concerned, wants to be sure the community knows about the services. So we're working together with her office to get the word out even more so.
That is great to hear. Now we'll be right back with more with Mayor Daniela Levine Cava.
BPX TV toujours supporter nous, que la communauté a vraiment enjoy. Merci.
PBX TV Reseau, c'est lui-même. Pas rien l'auto positionné à ou ses yeux ou ses oreilles communauté à et c'est eux même pour qui éduquer, c'est eux même pour qui faire connaître ça qui passer. Kembe femme, kembe travail là, continuer, kembe la balague.
BPX TV Reseau.
You are watching Jory Show. This is the place where you could come and promote your business, or you could sit down with me to have a conversation, to let us know about your story, maybe something you've been through, something you want to share with the community, or if you would like to promote, if you're a candidate and you would like to promote your election, this is the place to do it. Come here, call us at 786-505-4870 or 786-642-3535. We are here. A platform is available to you to come and share any event, any story, anything you would like to share with the community. We are waiting for you. We are hoping to hear from you soon. This is BPX TV, channel 18.6.
BPX TV, c'est la vie. BPX TV, c'est nous-mêmes. BPX TV, on met tête ensemble dans Kembel.
Quel que soit côté dans le monde là, ko Miami, ko New York, ko Haïti ou bien ko nan Panyol, branchez BPX. Enjoy.
Welcome back to BPX TV. As you know, we are here with Mayor Daniela Levine Cava. Again, as you were mentioning, you were talking about the Haitian community.
Yes.
As many would like to know, what are there available specifically for the Haitian community?
So I am in love with our Haitian community. I like to feel almost an honorary part of the Haitian community. I've been working,
I heard you know a couple
of
Creole.
words.
Come on, share with them.
Je suis magistrat.
Ooh.
I love to say that. Bon ami. How's that?
Wonderful.
Okay.
You were well trained.
I am well trained. So I very, very happy to work closely and have done for really almost 40 years with the Haitian community. Commissioner Bastien and I met right when I moved to Miami, and I worked on a volunteer basis with the Haitian Refugee Center. I did immigration work at Legal Services of Greater Miami. When I was at the Guardian Ad Litem program, we did outreach to recruit Haitian volunteers to represent the children in the system who were from that background. Worked with Daniela Romer, if some people remember her. When I started Catalyst Miami, I hired Rasha Camo. She was Soray at the time, now the manager for the city of North Miami, and Paula Pierre, who went on to lead the Haitian American Chamber, but now I took her to work with me in county government, helping nonprofits. So many early day involvement in our Haitian community. But as mayor, I have really focused on making sure we can get the word out, elevating Haitian Americans in my administration, and the small business, working, for example, with the taxi cab industry, which I have really supported, because they're working hard and there's a lot of competition now with the Ubers and so on. So I wanted to be sure they were protected during COVID with CARES program, especially for them. Most recently, we're working with the jitneys to make them part of our public transportation system. I'm quite excited about that development. And working with the Haitian Bar Association, Haitian Lawyers Associations, and so on. So very, very Saint-La and FAM, so many great organizations. So we really want to make sure that we are directly benefiting this community through our outreach to the Haitian Creole media, as I've mentioned, and direct outreach through our staffing into the community, because people don't necessarily learn from the same channels, and we do not want to leave anyone behind.
That's great to hear. Knowing that everything you're doing, which is wonderful, would you say, let's say if the day-to-day Haitian out there in the community say how what you have accomplished or doing, how does that involve them, or how does it affect them directly to better their lives?
Well, I'm very happy that we've helped a number of Haitian small businesses, but you know, there's many, many more to help. The fact that when we do outreach around affordable housing, like we're opening up our Section 8 voucher for subsidized housing, we need to know that it gets into the hands of this community. So that's why we're going extra out of our way to make sure that the word is spread. I know, for example, in the transportation area, people do know of my advocacy, but I think we need to do more to do a better job to get the word out, and also to listen to the community, what it is that they need.
Based on your personal reflection, what would you say what are some of the decisions you have made in the past 4 years you would have done differently? Anything you would have done differently? And second part, now that you're going for a second round, another 4 years, what is it that you didn't accomplish then that you could complete this time around?
Yes. Well, let me start with the other one, the second one, because people say, oh, if you've done so much and you are happy with those accomplishments, why do you need 4 more years? Well, we do have to keep going. Just using housing as an example. The demand and the need are so great, and we're just getting started. It takes a while to fix these problems. Transportation, we're just launching a new route system, the Better Bus Network. We need to be sure that everyone in this community can get the transportation that they need, the frequent, reliable, get to work or school or other activities, shopping, whatever they need. We need to finalize and refine that so people can really get to their business quickly and reliably. Water. You know, we have a lot of flooding. We are working very, very hard to convert our septic to sanitary sewer. We have a lot of septic tanks in the community where there's a lot of Haitian families living, and that could lead to pollution in the streets or in the bay, and we need to modernize, upgrade. So many, many things that need to be done to continue to serve children. We have a Head Start program, which is a great, great early learning program. We don't have enough of our Haitian children in those programs. We want to make sure to do proper outreach engagement. We have scholarships now at Miami-Dade College. We want to be sure that the Haitian American community is aware. We want nobody to drop out. Everybody should be able to complete, and not because of financial reasons not be able to complete. As far as any regrets or mistakes, you know, I started with no transition time. I was elected the second week in November, or the first week in November I was elected. I started the third week in November. And it was in the middle of COVID, and my predecessor was not available to meet for transition. I was really not able to meet with the staff, and so we had to create from scratch a new administration and new leadership. So maybe some things took a little longer to start than I would have liked. But we did launch in the first year the most participatory public engagement process in the history of Miami-Dade County, called Thrive 305. And then in the second year, we were able to incorporate what we learned and continue to make changes. So I feel like, it took a year to get over COVID, deal with the collapse of the Surfside Champlain Towers. That, of course, devastating, and took all of our attention for several months. So we lost some time. So I don't know that I could have done it differently necessarily, but I would have wished to have gotten going right from the beginning.
That's awesome to hear.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure if you have heard, but many are frustrated and are even thinking on staying home for the next election.
I did hear that. Yes, that's not about me, right?
No, not at all. Now, can you tell the community why they should go out there to vote, regardless of which party, and specifically, what should they definitely vote for you for another 4 years?
Yes, yes. Well, I do want to say that for the Haitian community that is struggling with what is going on in Haiti and dissatisfaction with how the United States is handling that situation. Obviously, very, very complicated and difficult situation for all of us. I do feel grateful that we were able to increase TPS eligibility. I fought hard for that, worked hard for work authorization so that when people are here they can truly participate in the economy, contribute to the economy. I don't believe we should be deporting people to Haiti, and I'm very regretful if that is continuing. I think that we have to look at what are our options, and you have one party that is adamant they do not want anyone to come in, and you have another party that welcomes and recognizes the contributions of immigrants. So even if all the policies are not as they should be, those are big, big differences. And so if we don't vote, we may get the option that means nothing for the immigration needs of our community. So I think people have to be realistic and make hard choices. As far as my election, well, I hope that people see that I work diligently around the clock to do the very best that I can for our community. And if I fail, maybe I don't know enough what I need to do, so tell me. If I can't accomplish it, maybe there are barriers and I need your help to overcome them. But I hope that people do trust and believe that I'm working hard to do the best that I can for everyone. And I do want to say that but for the Biden administration, we would not be succeeding as we are as a community. So many things that we have been able to do to rebuild the economy, to put money back into our small businesses, to build our transportation and environment and housing. Those are federal dollars that came because of the Biden administration's advocacy. So I don't take those things for granted. I know we could be in a very different place today. So I ask people to think about what has been accomplished over the last 4 years.
Would you say you do have an open door policy where your constituents can actually voice their opinion, suggestions?
Absolutely. I'm a social worker. I listen. This is what it's all about. And thank you for bringing that up, because I created the first ever Office of Resident Services, the no wrong door policy. We are tracking every contact with the public to make sure they get a response. We ask every department that's responsible to report back. We have enhanced our 311, and that number is available in multiple languages to help people, no matter their needs. Please call 311 for help. So it's all about trust, and that comes from good government services, listening, responding, and serving. And I'm very proud that we do have a very, very open, transparent, and service-oriented administration.
Now, many believe that you may have served up north more than down south. Would you believe that's a fair assessment of them? Would you like to clarify that?
Well, that's interesting. Of course, I serve county-wide. I live in the South. I served as county commissioner in the South. And so serving the North is newer for me. So maybe I have gotten to know organizations and neighborhoods in the South, in the North, deliberately, because I already know my neighborhoods in the South. So I don't know, if someone feels they're underserved, I want to hear about it. We do also have liaisons throughout the county. We have 4 staff members. Melanie Burke serves many of the communities up here as my liaison. Also David Leite Vidal, Mia Devane is in the South, Tomas Alcala in the West, more so. So we cover and we work across the county to try to serve.
Do you feel maybe it's because there are more events going on up north as well? Maybe there could be more events created down south where there would be more involvement somehow?
You know, getting all around the county is challenging. It's a big, big place.
It
But
is.
we do joke that I do get from one end to the other very frequently. And the good thing for me is that I do have a police officer driving me, so I'm working nonstop while I'm in the car. So there's no sitting back and smelling the roses for me. But I'd be certainly eager to hear. I do sometimes feel sad that I don't get to be in the South as much as I used to. So maybe that's what's, people are observing that. But I do my very best to get everywhere that I can.
Well, do tell your constituents why they should vote for another 4 years and anything else you would like to add.
Well, thank you. It's been wonderful to be with you. I'm a great fan of yours and admirer. I know you're someone who serves the community as well. And I think that's what I love about serving, that it motivates me to be with people, to hear about their concerns, to listen and learn, to try to solve problems, whether it's individual problems or neighborhood problems or problems that are more systemic. I feel very proud of the work that we've done, the first ever office that focuses on equity and engagement, the first office to focus on immigration that has ever been in the county, the first to focus on neighborhood safety with a range of prevention programs for our young people, and the first to, housing, neighborhood safety, New Americans, and my other new office that I created, all my special children, housing advocacy, the first ever Office of Housing Advocacy. So we're constantly innovating our Strive 305 program for our small businesses, innovation and economic development, workforce development. We're upskilling to get people into the jobs of the new economy. So many, many things that we are trying to improve so that everybody can thrive and the rising tide of our growing economy can really benefit everyone.
Well, here you are. You've heard it from the mayor herself. As you could see, she cares very much about the community. She's directly involved. She is present and she is doing everything in her power to uplift and help as much as she can. Therefore, if you don't know her, today you have met her. Hopefully you have learned something new about her. If you've never heard from her, actually, hopefully you've learned more about her. Get out there and vote. It is not a choice. It is not an option. We don't have that liberty, unfortunately, of just sitting home. It may not look good on either side, but your vote do count. Go out there and vote.
Merci, merci, merci.
Thank you for watching BPX TV. You are watching Jory Show. As you just watched, the mayor, Daniela Levine, informing us of all her accomplishments. We hope that you learned a lot about what she's been doing in the community and anything else you would like her to do. As you heard from her, she has an open door policy where she is willing and open to hear her constituents on everything she could do better or anything in particular you would like her to work on. This is the place where you come, you learn, you get informed, and we share with you everything that you would like to know. The Jory Show is where we at. We enjoyed having you with us today, and we hope that you will come back and be with us soon. My name is Marjorie Germain at BPX TV Reseau, Channel 18.6. See you soon.